Have we reached a point in 2026 where global nuclear tensions might explode into open conflict? Today, we're breaking down the most talked about geopolitical story of the moment, from mounting US and Israeli pressure on Iran to a mysterious sighting of the so-called Doomsday Plane in the United States. People are asking, is an attack on Iran imminent? Why is the US positioning strategic assets? What does the Doomsday Plane even mean? Stay tuned, I am going to explain this all in a clear, factual, and media-verified way, so you can decide for yourself what's really happening. Part 1: The Middle East, Israel and Iran. Let's start where tensions are truly high. The Middle East. For years, Iran and Israel have viewed each other as enemies. Iran's nuclear program, its regional influence through proxy groups, and Israel's strategic concerns have created a shadow conflict. That conflict recently escalated. In June 2025, major covert operations took place inside Iranian territory. Israeli intelligence, the Mossad, reportedly conducted operations involving drone sabotage and airstrikes targeting Iranian missile infrastructure. This marked a significant escalation in the long-running shadow war between the two nations. This wasn't isolated. Other fighters in the region, like the Houthi movement, attacked Israeli territory, firing ballistic missiles toward major Israeli cities, including Tel Aviv's airport. Why does this matter? Because Israel has been saying for years it will not allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons capability. Iran, on the other hand, insists its program is for peaceful energy and defense. This deadlock makes every escalation potentially explosive. Part: US involvement and speculation. Now, let's talk about the United States. The US, historically allied with Israel, has since the end of the Cold War played a major role in Middle East geopolitics. In recent months, there have been reports of heightened US military readiness related to the situation in the Middle East. This leads us to the story that has been circulating online, especially on social media: the sighting of the so-called Doomsday Plane. Part 3: What is the Doomsday Plane? First, the facts. The Doomsday Plane is the nickname for the Boeing U-4B Nightwatch, US Air Force Modified 747 designed to keep the US government functioning during a catastrophic event. It is not a bomber. It is not an attack aircraft. It is an airborne command center used in extreme emergencies like a nuclear war or if ground command structures are disabled. Its official purpose is to enable command and control for the president and top officials in a crisis, provide secure communications even in the event of electromagnetic pulse (EMP) or nuclear attacks, serve as a flying war room capable of staying airborne for long periods through aerial refueling. This is why some people online call it a last resort government plane, but we must be clear. This is preparedness infrastructure, not evidence of an imminent doomsday. Part 4: The recent sighting at LAX. Now, the part that has gone viral. On January 8, 2026, one of these U-4B Nightwatch aircraft was spotted landing at Los Angeles International Airport LAX. This was extremely rare, according to verified news outlets. This might be the first time in over 50 years that the aircraft has been seen at a major civilian airport. Video clips circulated online showing the plane taxiing among commercial jets. The sighting sparked massive speculation. Is this a sign of war? Why is it flying now? Is the US preparing for a nuclear conflict? Here's what's known. The aircraft flew from Offutt Air Force Base in Nebraska, passed near Washington, D.C., and then landed at LAX. Some reports suggest the flight was connected to scheduled military travel, possibly carrying high-ranking defense personnel. No official government statement tied this movement to an imminent conflict, so while the sighting is unusual, it does not prove a war is certain. But it does show one thing clearly: military readiness is being taken seriously. Part 5: Rumors vs. reality. Now, let's break down what's fact and what's speculation, not confirmed. The US and Israel are definitely planning a massive surprise attack on Iran right now. The Doomsday Plane means nuclear war is about to start. These are social media theories, and they are not verified by any official sources, confirmed or credible. Tensions between Iran and Israel remain high after recent strikes and proxy attacks. The US maintains global contingency planning and military preparedness for crises. This is routine and ongoing. Here's the context you need. Governments around the world always have emergency plans. That's not a sign of imminent doom. It's standard protocol to prepare for worst-case scenarios, because once a crisis hits, there's no time to react from scratch. Part 6. Why this matters to everyone. You might be thinking, why should this matter to me? I'm not from the Middle East. Here's why. 1. Global security impacts the world economy. Oil prices, supply chains, and financial markets react instantly to geopolitical tensions. 2. Nuclear escalation is a global threat. If a conflict between two nuclear-armed regions erupts, it could affect global safety norms. 3. Social media spreads fear fast. People who don't check facts panic, and that can lead to misinformation spreading. Your job as a smart viewer is to know what's happening, not just react to headlines. Part 7. What experts are saying. Most military analysts, not social media commentators, are saying something important. Preparedness is normal. It does not equal attack. Forces and assets are moved all the time for training, readiness, and diplomatic signaling. Experts note that Doomsday planes historically fly during exercises and routine readiness tests, even without a crisis. Rare public sightings don't automatically signal war. They can be logistical or symbolic. Middle East tensions are serious, but direct major warfare between world powers has not been declared. So before drawing dramatic conclusions based on one footage clip or a single news article, think, what does official confirmation say? And what is speculation? How to think about this? Let's bring this home. Tensions remain high. Military preparedness is real. Unusual sightings get people worried, understandably, but no official evidence confirms a scheduled attack on Iran right now. We're living in a world where information moves fast, and facts sometimes lag behind. Your best defense: stay informed from multiple credible news sources and critically analyze what you see. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell, because we break down global news like this in a way that's easy to understand. Drop a comment below and tell me, do you think we're heading toward a larger conflict, or is this just routine military readiness? I read every comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.